When we talk about dialysis devices in India, I think primarily we are talking about three categories of devices. One, of course, is the hemodialysis machines themselves. Then we have the reverse osmosis water treatment plants, and we also have the dialyzer reprocessing systems. Now, when we look at the hemodialysis machines, which is the predominant dialysis device that we refer to when we talk about dialysis, it is mostly manufactured outside. There is one device that is being developed in India, but that is going to take a little more time for it to come to the market. But other than that, currently, most hemodialysis machines are all manufactured outside the country. Reverse osmosis water treatment plants are mostly manufactured within the country, which is a good thing. And the dialyzer reprocessing systems are again manufactured within the country mostly. The machines that we use for the dialysis treatment, which is the hemodialysis machines, are fairly big, bulky machines, almost the size of a refrigerator. Now, there is a trend in various countries of developing more and more such devices which are much smaller, which are portable, which are more user friendly. The machines that are currently available in India are all not designed for direct use by patients. It requires a lot of training to be able to use those machines. Like I said, they are huge, they're not portable. So all this makes it difficult for patients to have a better quality of life, do dialysis at home, for example. And these, so there are, smaller machines and portable machines designed for use by dialysis patients themselves that are being developed and are already in the market in developed countries. Unfortunately, companies that own these machines are not bringing them to India. So some initiative where dialysis machines are manufactured locally and they are made more user friendly, more portable, so that patients can actually travel with these machines and not restrict their vacation time, and also be able to use it themselves, which will give an immense amount of power to the patients because they feel much more empowered when they're able to do their treatments on their own. So I think that is one major challenge. Another problem with the current device market is that since dialysis now is expanding more and more in rural areas, the infrastructure that manufacturers and dealers of machines have currently is limited when you go beyond the tier 1 or the tier 2 cities. So when you go to the rural locations, there's not that much presence of engineers, biomedical engineers, to go and fix things whenever there is some issue. So that is one thing that really needs to be addressed, where there is much more access and much more availability of biomedical engineers in rural areas like tier 2, tier 3 locations. And I guess if this whole manufacturing thing moves locally, then that is something that will really improve over a period of time. RO plants is not that much of an issue. Of course, there is the cost issue and then the availability of good quality water in rural areas, that could be a problem. Coming to the dialyzer reprocessing machines, there is an initiative that NephroPlus we have started, where we have manufactured our own dialyzer reprocessing machine called Renova, which is currently in being final stages of manufacturing, and we'll be rolling that out very soon. Most manufacturers of hemodialysis machines and reprocessing machines tend to make their systems a closed system, which means that the data that the machine generates, the dialysis session data or the reprocessing data, that it's not shareable by means of an open port in the machine, for example, such that that data can be extracted, it can be read, it can be streamed into another system where that data can be used for various types of clinical analysis. So one thing that is sorely needed is for these dialysis machine manufacturing companies to open up their ports and let others access that data, because that is data belonging to the patients and it should be available for easy access. And the government of India also is stressing on this point, where these machines need to be made open and accessible for other systems to integrate with their own systems. So broadly, I think these are the main challenges that we face in India with dialysis devices.